Hello YouTube, it's Emma 10. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done some videos. I've recently stuck up the first escape deal I had with Halo Shoes, which I did promise you guys. And hopefully, well, hopefully if anybody else comes on Skype tonight, I'll see if I can do them and get that recorded as well. Because yeah, I've been unable to do tournaments and all that, and it is a bit depressing and everything. Anyway, enough about the being depressed about jobs and no money and everything. This video is a response to several comments in that I have been getting with my deck videos over the past wee while. Now, I know you guys are trying to be very kind and constructive criticism for my decks. Fair enough. However, I know it seems like a little bit of a rant, but I'm trying not to be angry or anything, but a lot of people have been suggesting the same thing to me, or same sort of things to me to use for my deck over and over again, when I have mentioned them in the video already that I can't use them, or I don't want to use them. And I know the friends on the KCP sometimes suggest it as well, but I've already told them I don't use that kind of card because one, it just doesn't work in my deck, and two, it's not really the type of duelist I am. That's just me. Some people, well, I'm not saying everybody has, but some people have called me a dying breed of duelist because I'm a female duelist, and they're quite rare. When I was down at Math Miniature, there was only one or two other girls there, literally just 3 girls playing Yu-Gi-Oh there out of like 50 to 100 people who were all boys. So yeah. Anyway, this is just you have to forgive me, I'm a little bit stressed out, people. I'm quite tired as well. Yeah, this is just a response to everybody who keeps saying the same sort of things for my decks. The first topic will be the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Yes, it's a good card. It's a good dragon card. I admit that. It's a very, very good card. Its ability to special summon itself by removing from play 1 dragon on the field is pretty good. And also the ability to special summon a dragon monster from the hand or graveyard during every turn is a very, very good ability, and hence the name. It's called the Hopeless Dragon because it's the front for most Hopeless Dragon decks. And I really like it. It's a lovely card. I have owned my own, but I traded it off to somebody because they had a Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon and I really wanted it, and they wanted the Red Eyes Darkness, so I thought it was a fair trade. My little sister Heavenly Guinea Pig runs a Red Eyes Black Dragon deck, and she's got one in there. But her deck's not Hopeless Dragon. Just to confirm that for you guys. Yeah, a lot of people have suggested why don't I run Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon in the deck. I have tried. Norton Lord of Light should remember if you're watching this. I have dueled with the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon in my deck. I've tried it out. It just does not work for my deck. I'm sorry, but my deck is Blue Eyes White Dragon. Darkness Metal is a Red Eyes monster, so I just honestly believe it works better in a Red Eyes deck, or with Red Eyes support cards. Running Darkness Metal by itself in a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck is not really a good idea. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry, that's just my personal opinion. I've tried it. Everybody's seen the style of my deck that I run. It's mainly Blue Eyes White Dragon, well not pure Blue Eyes White Dragon, but mostly Blue Eyes White Dragon, with a little twist with Yubel in it. And of course I've got the side deck with the extra deck with all my synchros and that, so my deck is up to scratch with the formats. Well, granted I haven't dueled in this format, but still, that's just my opinion. Okay, Red Eyes White Dragon, I think it's a great card. It just doesn't work for my deck. I've tried it, I've tested it several times. It just doesn't work for my deck at all. And in honest truth, it's a Red Eyes monster, so I believe it only works with the Hopeless Dragon or the Red Eyes Black Dragon decks. Okay, so there you go. Forgive me if you hear any bangs outside. Last night was bonfire night, and as you know, and there's still fireworks going off, unfortunately. Second card a lot of people have suggested is Future Fusion. Now, it's a nice little card. The first time I got it, I opened up the very first pack that it came in, Power of the Duelist, and I got it on my first turn. I got it as an alternate. I now have a gold rare because I think I traded that or gave it to my little sister, I can't quite remember. I have tried that card as well, because it sends fusion material monsters from the deck to the grave and lets you special summon the fusion monster within 2 turns. It's a good card. I have tried it. Doesn't work for me, I'm afraid. It just doesn't work. I mean, it's good if you're running things like 5 God Dragon or 5-headed dragon. I don't run 5 God Dragon, and that's actually another card that some people have suggested, which I'll talk about later. And every time I have tried to run Future Fusion, 9 times out of 10 I always end up with a Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand. So that's literally that's that card useless immediately if I've got a Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand. And of course with the White Stone of Legend in the deck as well, it's you know, it adds a Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand once it's sent to the grave. So, you know, I mean, some people suggested, why don't you use 5 God Dragons, send 3 White Stone, 2 other dragons to the grave, you get 3 Blue Eyes to your hand, get Polly in your hand, and then you do it that way. I've tried it. I don't run 5 God Dragon, I'm sorry. And you know, every time I have tried running Future Fusion, at 9 times out of 10 I get a Blue Eyes White Dragon in my hand, making that card utterly useless. I've tried things like Pot of Generosity, you know, to put 2 cards back into the deck if it's needed, but it just doesn't work for my deck, I'm afraid. My deck, well, it's termed as slow in this format, but it's a pretty fast deck in getting out what I need to get out in my terms. It just doesn't work for my deck, and also with all the destruction format and that, it's just too a continuous spell card. It's just too easily targeted. I mean, as soon as it's destroyed, that's your fusion monster out the window, and that's you toss 3 monsters into the grave for nothing. Well, if you've got Call of Haunted in that, fair enough, but you know, I've only got 2 resurrection cards in the deck, literally. I've got like Call of the Haunted and Monster Born, the basic staples. And you know, I mean, Future Fusion, I've tried it, again I've tried it, it just doesn't work for my deck. It's just not the right sort of card for my deck, really. The third card, of course, is 5 God Dragon, or 5-headed dragon, sorry. I mean, it's a good card. I mean, my boyfriend used to run it in his, I think he still runs it in his Cyber Dragon deck or Red Demon's deck, one of those 2. I think it's a cool card, but it's not my type of card. I mean, I'm just one of, if you like, I'm one of these traditional duelists who likes to pick a card, and if a card feels right, then it'll go with the deck. If it doesn't feel right, then, you know, I'll put it to the side in case I do ever need it. I still don't own my own 5 God Dragon, and I don't want a 5 God Dragon. I know it's 5,000 attack power, and it can't be destroyed except for by light monsters, but it's just not my type of card. As I said, my deck is Blue Eyes, so I run mainly the Blue Eyes cards. That's just me, and I'm just getting sick and tired of everybody suggesting these sort of cards to me. I mean, I run the deck the way I want to run it, okay? And I know there's lots of people who have cookie cutter dragon decks that have got this card, that card, this card, that card, and which are considered the staple of all dragon decks. I mean, I've got my own staples. I mean, I've got 3 Masked Dragon, Dragon's Mirror, and you know, that sort of thing, you know, for my deck. But you know, my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, I run it the way I want to run it, okay? And yeah, it's just that card would be nice for the deck if I wanted to run it. I mean, I can run it if I wanted to, excuse me. But it's just not my type of card. I mean, it's a cool card, but it's just not my type of card. I mean, it's just not, I'm afraid. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Those are the 3 main cards that a lot of people have been asking me or suggesting to me to run. I mean, I don't mind suggesting, guys, but it's just that a lot of you have been saying the same sort of thing every video, every deck video that I've popped up, and it's getting a bit tiring, okay? I mean, I'm not trying to be rude to you guys. I mean, I love my subscribers. I mean, I've got 150 now, so I'm nearly halfway there to getting 200. So I'm really grateful for that, guys. But please, if you can, read the descriptions of the videos or watch the video the whole way through, if possible, because I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, but I feel as if some of you are just possibly skipping the video or whatever and not actually listening to what I'm saying about the deck and all that, and hence why I'm getting quite a few people suggesting all these cards to me. So I hope this video clears everything up. I just don't run red eyes in my deck because I have tried it, but it doesn't work. I honestly believe it only works with the Hopeless Dragon and the red eyes monsters, not blue eyes. Future Fusion is a cool card, but unfortunately it's just too vulnerable to destruction cards now. And every time I have tried to use it, I've always gotten a blue eyes white dragon to my hand, which makes it utterly useless. And the last thing you need in a deck is a useless, well, not a useless, but the last thing you need in a deck is a card that you cannot play. And 5/God Dragon is a cool card, and it can work in my deck, but my deck is blue eyes, and that's the theme I want to keep. I don't want to use 5/God Dragon. It's just not my type of card, I'm afraid. So I hope that clears it up for everybody. I mean, as I said, I'm not angry. I'm just tired of seeing everybody suggest the same sort of things to me. So I hope this video clears everything up, and hopefully when I see you guys next time, I'll hopefully be in a bit of a better mood, and it'll hopefully be the next deck video or the next duo if I can get one tonight if possible. So till then, everybody, take care and I'll see you later. Bye.